Så ingenting att plocka upp här kanske? Det kan inte göra det. Okej. Jäklar vad ammo alltså. Helt sjukt. Men. Ja, där var den fälla. Jäklar då. Sent Friday, January 16th, 2015. Thanks to you guys, it's been about a week since my head's been clear and back to normal. And she still thinks she's got me. You guys really need to work on fixing that. Not only does she look like a little kid, but she's about as stupid as one too. Mom and Dad are still totally under though. I was wondering, is this whole family obsession something you guys programmed into her? It's kind of fucked up. November 4th. That bitch Mia is still somewhere in between EV La La Land and reality. She gets pretty violent, so I locked her up in a cell. I thought maybe Evelyn would get mad since Mia's her favorite and all, but she doesn't seem to care. She actually goes and visits her sometimes. She thinks Mia's her mommy. Like I said, your bioweapon is fucked up. September 1st, 2016. Evelyn's family obsession is getting out of hand. She's making everyone kidnap more and more assholes off the street to add to her freak show of a family. Maybe she's getting tired of Mia not coming around, but it's a pain in the ass for me because I gotta clean up the mess whenever someone new comes along. By the way, Evie's looking sick or something. Her skin is getting all wrinkly and she's getting gray hairs. Is that supposed to happen? It's almost like she's getting old all of a sudden. Är hon och kärringen samma person alltså? Det verkar som att det är så. This report details the symptoms that appear when the bacterium that grows inside of the E-series infects a human. Be sure to read this document thoroughly before dealing with E-series weaponized assets, hereafter referred to as mold. Initial infection. The mold ingests nutrients from the subject's body to propagate itself and slowly takes over cells within the body. As a side effect of this, the infected subject gains remarkable regenerative abilities. During experiments, we removed arms and legs from test subjects and found that they were able to coat the amputated limbs in a matter of minutes. Mid-stage infection. Once the mold reaches the brain, the subject's thoughts become in tune with those of the E-series asset. The subject starts to hear things and experience hallucinations, and soon comes under complete control of the E-series asset. If this state continues, the host will lose all sense of ego. Complete infection. After every cell in the body has been taken over by the mold, the subject begins to lose their human form. Physical mutations differ from case to case, but all result in him or her acquiring incredible physical strength. Containing a subject at this stage would be extremely difficult. Jag är rätt övertygad om att man själv är infekterad faktiskt. Det känns verkligen som det. "10 minutes after dose, death. E-necrotoxin, E-series dosage test. 5 minutes after dose, vomiting. 12 minutes after dose, cell calcification. E-necrotoxin destroys cells of any subject based on the E-series bioweapon model, used only for disposal of E-series assets. The toxin must first be stimulated before use. Do this by placing a sample of the E-series cells into the necrotoxin container. Kan man använda den till? Aha. Det är typ av virus det där, va? Om jag har förstått det rätt. Vänta. Ingenting på baksidan. This project was instigated in the 2000s as one of several concepts for the company's NextBAS, Next Generation Experimental Battlefield Superiority Initiative, working with technical assistance from HCF to develop a bioweapon for neutralizing combatants with mass with minimal direct contact. NextBAS was later folded and all its assets diverted into this project. What makes this project markedly different from conventional weapons is its ability to turn enemy combatants into allies, converting hostile elements into willing servants. Since this effectively eliminates the costs of not only POW handling but also combat itself. It's no wonder we had the blah 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 and even blah blah blah's blah 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 organization comping at the bit to get on board. The project would never have existed were it not for the discovery in blah 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 of blah blah blah. The remarkably progressed vicariant evolution fungus that we commonly term the mutamycete, kanske. Fabrication method for each bioweapon was to introduce the mutamycete genome to the pre-stage 4 human embryo and perform cultivation in a controlled environment over a period of 38 to 40 weeks. The resultant organisms were referred to as candidate specimens and graded based on usability from the impractical and faulty Series A through D to the perfected E series. A common appearance was selected for the bioweapons, that of a roughly 10-year-old girl, to ensure ease of blending with urban refugee populations. The first E-series specimen, named Evelyn, has proved capable of secreting the mutamycete blah 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 from her tissue as well. It is also of note that Evelyn's mutamycete imposes a profound control over the body and mind when introduced into a host organism. We still have a lot to learn about the mechanism by which Evelyn achieves and maintains this control, but the working theory is that the vector is similar to the autoinducer pheromones used for quorum sensing in Pseudomonas bacteria. Evelyn's control is exerted in a series of discrete stages, the first of which is hallucination. Almost immediately after infection, the subject begins to see images of Evelyn, though she is not in fact there, and even her voice, which is inaudible to anyone else. Auditions with infected subjects throughout the stages of infection reveal that at first the phantom Evelyn appears to be a normal young girl, sometimes desiring companionship or assistance. As time progresses, she begins making more and more extreme demands, including self-mutilation and attacks on other people. The physiological shock this induces helps to break down the mind's neutral barriers to Evelyn's brainwashing effect, and by the time mental control is achieved, the mutamycete infection has progressed throughout the body's cells. So the body, blah blah blah. Okay. Okay. Väldigt mycket läsande här alltså. Evelyn's functions also include the ability to form organisms from mycelia, the fungal filaments. The term organism is used loosely here. Strictly speaking, they are superorganisms formed of countless mycelia. What's important though is that they exhibit a strong survival instinct and will defend themselves ferociously with the slightest provocation. Their fungal toughness and remarkable strength give them significant battlefield potential. The researchers have been calling these superorganisms the molded, made of mold and also molded as in shaped. The name has a certain elegance to it. For the treatment of accidental infections, performing blah 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 on samples of Evelyn's body tissue produces a unique fungicidal serum. Administering the serum to an infected subject will cause the mycelia and mycelia to calcify. But if the subject cells are already largely invaded, the serum will be fatal. Since the treatment window is so small, the serum's primary use is therefore disposal of infected subjects, rather than a cure. In exploring the serum's potential, we found that subjecting it to blah 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 would enhance its effects to extreme potency, becoming a compound we now call E-necrotoxin, which blah 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 in even tiny amounts. Okej, så där får man ju en förklaring till varför man kunde döda den här bossen som jag mötte tidigare, som förmodligen var Jack då. Hur jag kunde döda honom med serumet alltså. What's been interesting to observe in Evelyn's behavior is her obsession with the concept of family. In experiments we found on multiple occasions that infected subjects were compelled to act as her mother or father, treating her as if she were really their daughter. Why did she settle upon family as the theme for her mental control? This is just speculation, but it could be that she instinctively understands that a family unit is better suited to blending into social groups than a lone girl. On the other hand, well, a sentimental sort might suggest that she's making up for a perceived lack of love in her quarantined upbringing, a parent's love. Nice. Sett fram emot att kunna få spara flame rounds. Okej. Ska vi se här. E-necrotoxin, a special serum for the disposing of E-series test subjects. It could destroy Evelyn if injected into her. Okay. De här bomberna tror jag inte jag kommer att behöva. Inte den ammon heller. Machine gun och shotgun ammo. Leave. Handgun ammo. Enhanced handgun ammo. Magnum ammo. Okay. Fan, mer bomber. Jag hör dig, ser du. Det låter som att det är Evelyn som sjunger den här sången som den här gamla kärringen sjunger. Men de är ju som sagt förmodligen samma person.